Welcome to the Multichain Nation. Today we have Krissdev, co-founder of Bera Rumble. Welcome, Krissdev.
Thank you for having me, Rudy.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on. And I wanted to get started. What is Bera Rumble? Can you tell us a little bit more?
Okay, well, Bera Rumble is a play-to-earn gaming ecosystem on Bera chain at the moment, but we plan to go fully chain agnostic in, say, next quarter of this. So Q2, Q3.
Nice. And going chain agnostic, what does that mean in terms of a technical standpoint for what you have to do in the back end?
Okay, so by chain agnostic, what I mean is a game. Okay, we are a game, right? I said that earlier. And as you know, most games have to build on a particular chain in order to, scale, carry out their product. So what we plan to do at Bera Rumble is we plan to be multi-chain. We plan to have like assets from different chains being usable in our game, right? We don't plan to be, this game in an echo chamber where nothing much is happening, just okay, let's say Solana, for example. We don't just want to be on one chain, we want to be on so many chains. The chain agnostic basically means that we are not restricted to any chain. Yeah.
Makes sense. And that's what you need for gaming right now. If you're like an Xbox exclusive or PlayStation exclusive game, it's kind of hard to play with your friends because you want to play with someone who might have a different console. So
Yeah.
in this case, it's maybe someone who lives in the Solana ecosystem or lives in the Ethereum ecosystem, or they can actually play a game together at least, even though they might not agree on many of the development architectures. They can at least play a game together and they can hash it out on Bera Rumble.
Yeah.
And can you give us a little bit more about how Bera Rumble works? Like what is the interaction and user gameplay that a player can experience there?
Okay, so Bera Rumble itself is a gaming ecosystem, but we have a couple of games on the platform right now. So right now we have Claws and Cannons V1. That's the version one, the first version of Claws and Cannons on Bera Rumble. So think of Claws and Cannons as a single player type game, endless runner. So it's like I don't want to say temple run, but something similar in the sense that it's just one character and you get to just keep on running. As you run, you enter new levels, unlock new perks, collect rewards, destroy some enemies in the process. So there's a lot that the game offers. But it's just the start of what we're building at Bera Room. The view two that we are planning right now, we've already started to put some things in place. V2 is going to be an MMORPG, which is basically a multiplayer role-playing game, right? Say a typical example of an MMORPG is CODM, Call of Duty Mobile, that everybody plays because it's so cool. You get to play with your friends, get on calls, text as you're playing. So that's the interactive experience we want to bring to Bera Rumble. And the reason we are going in this direction is because we feel like that is that's what Web3 might be lacking right now in terms of having games that are fun to play. Most times Web3 games are just they put a significant barrier of payments before you can play a game, and it's kind of messes things up. Most traditional gamers like myself won't really want to come and start playing this game because why? You have to pay money. So yeah, that's what we are building right now.
Yeah. So how's the interaction of earning? So I play to earn, but
Yeah.
how does the earning happen?
Okay, so earning happens like this. You get to the game, you log in, you create your own account in the game that we can know you by, right? Then you start playing. You select your character. Let's say you like okay, currently we're on Birching, so we have some certain beer characters, right? If you're a fan of beers, you would like it like Joe Rogan is. So when you get to the game, you pick your character, whichever one you want to play with. You log into the game, you start playing. Then as you play, as you run in the game, you collect points, you collect items, you kill enemies, collect multipliers of those points. Think of it as a subway surfer where you run, you collect points, and you level up, right? Then the more points you collect, the higher you get on the leaderboard. So when you get high enough, you get rewards. So we are not rewarding a system that is just static. We reward people based on how active they are.
That makes sense. Yeah. And as they're collecting rewards right now, everything's on the Bera chain. How is Bera Rumble integrating with Axelar?
Okay, so Axelar is a chain agnostic network, right? And what's better network to build a chain agnostic game on than a chain agnostic network? So it's literally the perfect fit for us.
Yeah,
That's
makes
why
sense.
we plan to go multi-chain in like either this quarter or next. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've heard with XR. It's a very thankfully easy and well documented implementation experience, and you're able to quickly move to that chain agnostic ecosystem relatively fast. I mean, doing it yourself must be difficult, and I know there are plenty of other options, but it seems like you land on Axlar, and I want to know more about how that experience was. So when you were deciding which path to take, how did you land on Axlar?
Okay, so there's multiple interrupt solutions out there, right? We have layer zero and we have Axelar. So I think what drew us to Axelar is the fact that it's not a protocol, it's a network. It is literally a chain, right, of its own. So while layer zero is it utilizes pairwise connections to make transactions between two chains, Axelar is like a hub, right? You use a hub and spoke model where all you have to do is if there's a chain you're on and it's plugged into the hub, you simply get there and you make your transactions based off of apps currently connected to Axelar, like Speed Router, right? Speed Router is a popular protocol on Axelar right now, and we plan to use them for swaps on Bera Rumble. So there's a lot of I've reached out to them already, and we are doing some stuff right now. Hopefully, they get back and we can implement some of them.
Nice. Yeah, I've known Squid to be one of the largest apps dApps on Axar and are implemented in a lot of different places. So it's exciting that you're also using them and solving a really important problem for yourself and for Bera Rumble. I'd
Yeah.
love to learn more about also how Bera Rumble came to life. What made you decide to build a gaming app?
So in 2023, summer of 2023, we started this journey that we've been on right now. So we've been building a game, which is the V1 currently of Cross and Cannons. We've been building this game since 2023 through 2024, and in November we went live, right? And when we went live in November, that's when we started to do a lot of marketing, partnerships, in the process. So the reason why we decided to build a gaming ecosystem is there is a couple of things that we take note of, or that any builder is going to take note of before they launch a product, right? You need to have your favorite crypto sector. If you prefer AI or RWAs or gaming, you pick your poison more or less, right? So the thing with gaming is that it resonates with me. It's something that, especially based off of where I am right now and what my background is. I am a Nigerian and I am aware of the massive potential that the Nigerian gaming industry has at the moment. So it's something that we've had a lot of breakout products in recent times, and that's motivated me to start Bera. So an example of these breakout products, we have TapSwap. This game literally generated 50 million users in the span of 6 months in Nigeria. And it's something that is the industry is booming right now. There's so much potential, but very few projects see it. So it's this classic story of big fish, small pond, right? Where it's not like Asia or North America that is diluted right now because there's millions of games in those ecosystems. But here, there's literally not much, but we the builders know that there is so much to be done. So we want to really do a lot in gaming, and this is what motivated me to start Bera Rumble with my co-founder, and we've come this far. So in 6 months, we've been able to have a lot of progress. Right now, we have a community of 5,000 people. We had an NFT mint, although it was a free mint because we did not want to start charging people so early. We sold out our collection. We have say 14K followers ish on X at the moment. So we've been doing well, and we plan to really ramp all of that up very soon. Take it to the next level with the V2 multiplayer that we plan on dropping really soon this year.
That's super exciting. I mean, it's awesome that you're finding your market, your vertical, what you're good at, what you enjoy yourself. It's such a good mesh and such a good way to build. Most people just go after the money. Let me just build AI products because that's where the money is at. But like you're saying, it's very diluted, especially in different countries and different regions. It's even more diluted. Everyone's fighting for the same thing. But you took it a step back and you looked at it from a bird's eye view and said, okay, this is
Yeah,
where I resonate with, and this is how I know I can actually build something
exactly.
meaningful, successful, and fun for your area. So great work on that. And it sounds like it's a really healthy organic growth that you're
Yeah.
having so far.
Yeah, we're having so much
And
fun.
good. And how many people are on your team?
We have okay, the core team is 3 people, while the broader team is quite large, say 15, 14 people thereabout. So
Wow. Congrats.
thank you.
It seems small, but it's not. It's a lot of people to manage, especially such an early stage.
Yeah. I think why
So
why
now,
we have such a base or such a team size is because these are people that see the vision with us. When you see a potential in the market and you see that this thing is actually not, I'm not just doing it for the money, then you can easily get people on board really quick. So yeah.
now you have the V2 coming up. You are you in any beta stage, or do you have a beta plan before V2 for people to test out? So anyone who's excited to, you know, taste Bera Rumble V2, is there a way for them to do that?
Okay, so right now we have an interact campaign going on where players play, and at the end of the month they compete for a share of a share from a pool of $3,000 thereabout. So the thing here is we had our beta test in February this year, where we had I think 100 signups. We had some good vibes at the time. So we've done a test of this current version 1 right now. So what we're doing like a play test kind of is what we're doing at the moment. We've done the beta test right now. We're doing the alpha play test. So once that one is over, we would launch the game, officially. But in the process of this, we are building the multiplayer MMORPG battle royale type game, like COD, PUBG, that type of stuff. So that's what we're looking towards.
Nice. Where can your anyone who's listening or anyone else wants to get involved, where can the community get involved for Bera Rumble?
Okay, well, you can join our Discord. We have a very vibrant community. Although things have cooled down a bit because of we just finished the mint, so a lot of people were interested in the mint, but that's over now. So it's not as vibrant anymore. But it's a very fun place to come. There's vibes. Nigerians always bring the vibes. So I think it's something you once you come there, you see us. We can have a chat and become join us on our journey. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Krissdev, for joining me here today, sharing your story, sharing what Bera Rumble is all about. We're excited. I'm happy that you're using Axelar to achieve your agnostic goals. It sounds like it's a perfect fit. And looking forward to V2. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rudy.